Mom's sister ran a big extras casting agency.
I'll get out of here. Wow.
So we went over there, you know, met with her and said, hey, can you get us like as an extra, one of the background people in a movie or something? And she goes, oh yeah, actually can get you in the movie Delirious with John Candy.
I remember you mentioned that. Yeah. Tell me about that. I'm so curious. John Candy, by me and my dad used to watch all the John Candy movies all the time. How was that experience?
Yeah, man. Like, you know, in the 1990s, like the very early 90s, it was like huge.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, yeah, let's do it. So my mom was actually in the movie with me, and we were in the background, and they said cut during one of the scenes, and I mimicked John Candy's lines during one of the scenes. And John Candy overheard me, and he walked over and he was like, hey kid, that's pretty good. And he had a
Awesome.
He took out a big piece of toilet paper out of his pocket and he signed his autograph on it. And I took a picture with him, and he goes, you have an agent? And I go, no, you know, and he goes, well, let me refer you to an agency.
Get out of here. Holy crap.
Yeah. So he goes, let me refer you to an agency. So like he made a call to his agent, and that next day I had an audition with, you know, the agent that was representing him, and went over there, and they wanted me to
John Candy. Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Holy crap.
And I went over there, and they wanted me to read a monologue and to audition for the agency, and I read it, and they were like, oh, that's great. And they said, hey, we have an audition for you today for a Colgate toothpaste commercial. And I was like, okay, you know. My mom was like, yeah, sure. So like my mom took me to the audition, and it was the first time actually auditioning for like a Hollywood role, you know, or in something. And so I went in the room, and there was like a ton of other kids in there, and I went in there, and like there was like, you know, lights and directors and producers and everything. And they brought in this little girl, and they said, we want you to dance with this little girl. Oh. And I was just like, I was so scared I hid behind the chair.
Oh my God.
And I was 10 years old. And they go, come on. They coaxed me out. And I didn't know how to dance, you know.
For Colgate.
Didn't know how to dance or anything. So I ended up dancing with this little girl. And then literally they were like, that's great.
Yeah.
And they're like, thanks a lot. And they called my mom the next day and said I got the part. So that was my first thing I ever auditioned for. I got was a Colgate toothpaste commercial.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah.